Good afternoon, student. This is the very first lecture of measurement system. And now all the students from second year are promoted to next year. You have just given the exam. Okay. So as you have given a very good exam, that's why the 100% means all the students are promoted to the next class. Okay. Now in this semester we will have to study the subject that is measurement system. Okay. Now in the measurement system we will have to first see the scheme of the subject. Okay. As every semester there is a scheme regarding the weightage of the marks credit. Okay. On that basis the result will be uh, displayed or declared. Okay. So in the semester 5th there are again 5 subject. Actually this is the older scheme, very few changes are there in the scheme. Okay. In the 5th semester there are 5 subjects, that is production technology, heat transfer, measurement system, that theory of machine 1. That theory of machine 1 is changed to a kinematics of machine 1. Okay. Then one of the free elective, then production technology lab, heat transfer lab, measurement system lab, kinematics of machine lab, and computer software application. That computer software application has been uh, removed from your syllabus. Okay. So here only 5 subject, that is production technology, heat transfer, measurement system, kinematics of machine 1, and one free elective, and 3 lab practice, that is production technology, heat transfer, measurement system, and theory of machine, that is kinematics of machine. Okay. So in teaching scheme there are, suppose the classes will be conducted in on offline mode. In that case, for measurement system there will be a 4 hours of a week. Okay. And the total credit for that measurement system is of 4. Okay. So if the exam will be conducted in offline mode, the paper will be of 3 hours. Means paper will be of 3 hours. Total marks carried out to the measurement system will be 80. Okay, 80. And the college assessment on internal assessment will be 20 marks. Means 80 theory paper and 20 internal assessment. On that basis 80 plus 20 it will be 100. Means measurement system theory paper 80 and 20 internal assessment, it will be total of 100 marks. And out of that 100 we will have required, or we must have required 40 marks for the passing, minimum pass marks, is it? um, then for the measurement system lab only internal practical is there, is of 25 marks. There is no external practical. Okay. So that you will have to prepare, suppose the exam will be on offline mode, 80 marks for theory, 20 marks for internal assessment, and 25 marks for internal practical. Okay. Likewise the marks weightage will be there for the measurement system. Okay. Now in overall, suppose we consider for the overall scheme heat transfer, there is a maximum credit of 5. Okay. For theory of machine, that is kinematics of machine 4, production technology 4, and free elective will be 3. Then production technology lab 1 credit, heat transfer, measurement system, kinematics of machine 1 credit for the lab. Okay. So 100 marks for 5 subject, that is 500, and 25, 25, 25, and 50. Okay. It will be 175 marks will be for the lab practice. Means 500 plus 175 will be 675 total marks weightage for the 5th semester. Okay. So that measurement system we will have to prepare for 80 marks for the theory paper, 20 marks for the internal assessment, and 25 marks for the internal practical. Okay. So this is the scheme of internal or scheme of the fifth semester for the measurement system. So, and unfortunately the classes will not be reopened on the scheduled date or discussed by the Uday Samant sir. The classes will be scheduled from 15 September onward. So as it is discussed by the higher authority, the classes will be scheduled from 15 September. In that case, we will have to go for the 80 marks as a theory paper. And suppose unfortunately the online classes will be there. In that case, the multiple choice question semester exam will be there as you have given for the fifth semester. Okay, so you just kept in mind that if the theory paper will be there, it will be of 80 marks and 20 marks internal assessment and 25 marks for internal lab for measurement system. Okay, likewise for the other subject also. If there will be online exam, in that case the 40 marks MCQ based exam will be there. So forget about that. Will it be a theory marks or will it be a online MCQ based exam? We just focus on the our syllabus. Okay, in our syllabus, subject code is 5YUME03, that is measurement system. In measurement system, the section A and section B will be there. In section A there are 3 units and in section B again there are 3 units. Okay, in section 1 or section A, unit 1 is based on the generalized measurement system, means what are the significance of the measurement, then generalized system, applications of the measuring instrument, types of measuring instrument. Okay, the general configuration and functional elements of the measuring instrument, types of input, the various methods of corrections for interfering and modifying inputs. Okay, means sorry, in first unit we will have to study what is measurement, what is measurand. Okay, how we will measure the different parameters, that we will, or what are the components of the generalized measurement system. Okay, that we will have to study in the very first unit. Okay, how we can measure the any measurand, okay, with the help of standards, that we will have to study in the unit number 1. uh, what are the different inputs we will have to provide to the measuring devices. I think you may have observed the electronic weighing pan at the grocery shops. किराणा दुकानमध्ये पण तुम्ही एक वेइंग पॅन्स पाहिला असेल डिजिटल. तर इन दॅट केस हाऊ इट वर्क्स, वी विल पुट some measurement म्हणजे काय, the things we will have to measure. Okay, or the item we will have to measure, we will place on the platform of the weighing machine, and in terms of digital scale or in terms of digital reading, it will show some values in terms of measure. Okay, so there will be some internal processing will be there, some amount of force is converted into a digital signal, and that will be provided in the numerical values. Okay, so that way, and in that case there are some different number of components embedded in the system or embedded in the machine that will contribute for the measurement. Okay, in unit 2 we will have to study the general performance characteristics. Now in general performance characteristics, again we will have to study the static characteristics and dynamic characteristics. Okay, in static characteristics, the different types of errors, combination of component, error in overall system. Dynamic characteristics, that is general mathematical model of zero order, first order, second order system instrument, responses of the first and second order system instrument to following input step, ramp impulse and frequency. Here we will have to study the different errors such as hysteresis, what is parallax, what is precision, what is accuracy, how we can reduce that hysteresis losses. Okay, that we will have to study. So we know that you have observed the cotton measuring spring balance. Okay, in that spring balance, after the continuous use of that spring balance, that stiffness of the spring will increases, decreases, sorry. So in that case, it won't show the exact reading of the measurement. Okay, measurement means what? The atom, which magnitude we will have to measure. Okay, so in that case, because of the stiffness of that spring, it won't show the proper reading on the display panel. Okay, so that losses we will have to study, that type of losses we will have to study in the general purpose characteristics. Okay, then next, unit 3. Unit 3 is based on the strain measurement. In strain measurement, we will have to study the different types of strain gauges, strain gauge circuits, calibration, temperature compensation, use of strain gauge on rotating shaft, selection and installation of the strain gauges. In 11 or 12 standard, you have studied the ballistic circuits that work on the strain gauges, that we will have to study in the first section of the unit 3. In second part of the unit 3, that is pressure measurement. Pressure measurement, the basic methods of pressure measurement, manometers, then transducers, gravitational elastic, high pressure measurement, low pressure measurement, medium pressure measurement, means what are the different instruments or measuring pressure measuring instrument which are used for the high pressure measurement, for low pressure measurement and medium pressure measurements. In that case, we will have to study the Macleod gauge, Knudsen gauge, then ionization gauge, thermal conductivity gauges. Okay, that then Bridgman type gauges, low pressure measurement gauges. Okay, so that all the pressure measuring gauges, gauge means what? Instrument or device. That pressure measure gauges will work on the strain gauges. Okay, so that portion we will have to cover in the unit number 3. Then next, we will have to study the unit 4. In unit 4, will come under section B. In unit 4, first we will have to study the force measurement. So various mechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic and electrical methods we will have to use for the force measurement. Then torque and power measurement. So various mechanical, hydraulic and electric methods that are used for the measurement of the torque and power measurement. Flow measurement, construction, venturi orifice, pitot tube, rotameter, pressure probe, pitot tubes, yaw tube anemometer, positive displacement flow meter, turbine meter, electromagnetic flow meters, that all the instruments are used for the flow measurements. Out of that flow measurement, that is venturi type flow measurement measuring devices are available in our measurement system lab. Okay, that flow measurement device is also available in our measurement system lab. Then next type of instrument we will have to study in the unit number 5, that is temperature measurement. Standard various temperature measuring devices, bimetallic strip, liquid in glass thermometer. Liquid in glass thermometer, you have seen, that is a mercury in a glass thermometer or liquid in a glass thermometer. What happen in case of the mercury in a glass thermometer? That mercury is settled at the bottom of the glass thermometer. Once that free end of the glass thermometer is in contact, surface contact of the measurement, in that case what will happen, whatever the temperature of that measurement, that will be absorbed by the glass tube, and because of that the mercury present in the glass thermometer, it will start expanding, because the melting point of the mercury is very low. That's why it will start expanding, and we know that on that glass thermometer there are scale provided. Scale means measuring scale is provided, means it is an indication of expansion of the mercury along the length of the glass thermometer. It will shows, or it will represent the the certain scale. With the help of that we can understand how much temperature of the how much will be the body temperature. Okay, so that is nothing but the liquid in glass thermometer, pressure thermometers, thermocouples. Thermocouples you have also studied in the 12th standard, uh, that two different wire, aluminum and chromium thermocouples. Okay, the two ends of the uh, that thermocouples are deep into two different temperatures, and in between that one voltmeter is provided. That voltmeter gives the reading of temperature in terms of voltage, means there will be some calibration is done for the measurement of temperature in terms of voltage. Then liquid level measurement. The various methods such as single float, displacement or force transducer, pressure sensitivity, bubble or pace system, capacitance variation type, then resistance variation type, and radioscope. These are the different instruments which are used for the measurement of liquid level measurement. Okay, then unit number 6. In unit number 6 we will have to measure again three parameters, that is speed measurement, vibration measurement and displacement measurement. In speed measurement, the various mechanical types, that is tachometer, electrical type tachometer, stroboscope. That tachometer, you have observed the tachometer. Nowadays the infrared tachometers are also there. You may observe in the different movies, the traffic police have one infrared tachometer. He just show the light over the moving vehicle. By detecting that infrared point on the moving vehicle, that display of the infrared tachometer shows the at what speed the moving vehicle is moving. Okay, so that is nothing but the tachometer. Or the contact type tachometers, you can contact the probe or sensing probe of the tachometer to the rotating spindle, so it will show you the rotating speed of that spindle or rotating speed of the shaft. That is contact type tachometer. Then next parameter, that is vibration measurement, the seismic strain gauge and piezoelectric accelerometer. So these are the 2 to 3 measuring instrument used for the vibration measurement. Then next is the displacement measurement. Displacement measurement. In displacement measurement, there is a linear variable differential transducer, that is LVDT, linear differential capacitive measurement, inductive pickup, linear and angular displacement measurement. So these are the different displacement measurement. So we know that the displacement, it may be linear or it may be angular. Angular means in along the 360 degree, and linear, radial means along the 360 degree, and linear means along the straight line. Okay, so these are the different displacement we can measure with the help of linear and angular displacement measuring devices, such as LVDT, that is linear variable differential transducer, linear differential radial transducer, and capacitive and inductive pickup. These are the different instrument we can use for the measurement of displacements. So here we can see that for unit number 1 there will be 6 hours required, for unit 2 10 hours, unit 3 8 hours. Likewise, uh, for unit 4 5 and 6 there will be 8 8 and 8 respectively hours required for the completion of the syllabus. Okay, so next we will have to see the different list of text and reference books used for the for the study purpose. That is textbook, that is measurement system by Ernest Doeblin McGraw-Hill. It is the book of foreign author. Then mechanical measurement and control by D.S. Kumar. Okay, so it is the Indian author book which is very good for the study of that measurement system. Then there are some reference books also available, that is mechanical measurement by T.G. Beckwith and N.L. Bulk, Edison Valley, instrumental measurement and analysis, in that by Nakra Chaudhary, Tata McGraw-Hill, mechanical measurement and instrumentation by R.K. Rajput, Cartonson books publication. Okay, so out of that all the 5 books, there are the D.S. Kumar, mechanical measurement and control system by D.S. Kumar, and mechanical measurement and instrumentation by R.K. Rajput, Cartonson books publication, that is the Indian author book. And one of the book, that is measurement system by Ernest Dueblin McGraw-Hill. That 3 books are useful, and it is available in our library. Okay, so any of the 5 books you can use for the study purpose. Okay, so this is regarding the list of text and reference books. Okay, so I have already explained you what is the scheme, what will be the weightage for theory paper, what will be the weightage for internal assessment, how much credit will be there for measurement system, what will be the mark weightage for the internal practical exam of the measurement system, then what is the syllabus in the measurement system, that is section A, section B, and what are the different measuring parameters we will have to measure in the measurement system or study in this subject. And I have also given the list of different textbooks and reference books to you. Okay, so this is nothing but the introduction of the measurement system. Now we will have to start the first topic, that is measurement, from the introduction to the measurement system. Before going to the book written definition, I will give you one example for understanding the measurement, or what exactly the measurement. Okay, so I think you have seen the equilibrium balance. Equilibrium balance लाच काय म्हणतो आपण, तराजू. तराजू पाहिला असेल तुम्ही, आय थिंक सर्वांनीच तराजू पाहिला असेल, बरोबर आहे. एक्झॅक्टली तराजू कसा राहतो किंवा दॅट इक्विलिब्रियम बॅलन्स कसा असतो, अशा प्रकारे, बरोबर आहे. आणि इथे काय असतो, एक स्पिंडल असतो असा सेंटरमध्ये, बरोबर आहे. सेंटरमध्ये काय असतो, एक असा स्पिंडल असतो, आणि त्या स्पिंडलच्या अराउंड काय असते, इथे अशा प्रकारे इक्विलिब्रियम बॅलन्स आहे. आणि ऑन द वन एंड ऑफ द इक्विलिब्रियम बॅलन्स देर इज वन पॅन. Okay, on other end of that equilibrium balance there is again one pan is there. Okay, now suppose we have went to one grocery shop and we will have to purchase the sugar, 1 kg sugar. In that case we have called him to give a 1 kg sugar. Then what he will do, he just put the 1 kg weight into one of the pan. Okay, he will place 1 kg weight into the one of the pan, and in another pan he will pour the sugar. Okay, he will pour the sugar. Now until and unless the quantity of the sugar means until and unless he will up to what extent he will pour the sugar. Okay, let me give the example in another way. Once we have placed the 1 kg weight in the one pan, what will happen, that equilibrium balance will be tilt in this direction. It will tilt in this direction. Okay, means what, this pan will be dropped down. Okay, so in the other pan he want to pour the sugar. Okay, then he is increasing the amount of sugar in the another pan. What will happen? It will again come in the straight line. Okay, so once it will be, that equilibrium balance will become come in the straight line, means what, the whatever the weight present in the one pan, that is pan 1 and pan 2, okay, that will be in equilibrium. Okay, means what, whatever the sugar present into the pan 2, it will be of equal amount as that of the weight we have placed in the pan 1. Means what we can say, that the required amount of sugar will be measured in terms of the standard weight placed in the pan. म्हणजे इथे काय म्हणता येईल की ही जी शुगर आहे हे आपण 1 kg आहे केव्हा म्हणणार का, तर वी हॅव कम्पेअर दॅट शुगर विथ द हेल्प ऑफ द 1 kg वेट. ओके, बरोबर आहे, असंच म्हणतो आपण. म्हणजेच फॉर मेजरिंग द शुगर what we have done, we have compare that sugar amount of sugar with the standard weight, that is 1 kg of weight. Means what, that the quantity measurement means what, the quantity to be measure, जी क्वांटिटी मेजर करायची आहे त्याला आपण मेजरंट म्हणतो. मेजरंटला आपण कंपेअर कोणासोबत केला आहे, द स्टँडर्ड वेट, दॅट इज 1 kg वेट. ओके, सो from that we can say that that measurement is compared with the, or quantity of the measurement is compared with the standard. Okay, so now we will move toward the definition. The measurement, it is the act or the result of a quantitative comparison between, कशामध्ये, quantitative comparison between a quantity whose magnitude is unknown with a similar quantity whose magnitude is known. ओके, आता जो 1 kg वेट आहे त्याचं मॅग्निट्यूड काय माहिती आहे आपल्याला, आणि जी शुगर मेजर करत होती त्याची मॅग्निट्यूड माहीत होती का आपल्याला, नाही. म्हणजेच काय की दॅट क्वांटिटेटिव्ह कंपॅरिझन कोणामध्ये राहते, बिटवीन द क्वांटिटी हुज मॅग्निट्यूड इज अननोन विच इज नोन ॲज मेजरंट, अँड दॅट कंपॅरिझन इज विथ द क्वांटिटी whose magnitude is known, that is standard, and the input to the measuring system is known as a measurement, and the output is called a measurement. जे काही output येईल that is nothing but the measurement. Okay, means what we can say, that measurement is compared with the standard and the output result is measurement. Here in the diagram also we can study in diagram in the process of comparison, that is measurement. Process of comparison कशा प्रकारे होता है, तर that measurement means the quantity, unknown quantity is compared with the known quantity. Means what, the unknown quantity is measured compared with the known quantity. In case of the equilibrium balance, what we have did, we have compared the unknown quantity with the known quantity, means measurement with the standard. Is it, are you getting it everyone? We have measured the unknown quantity, or we have compared the unknown quantity with the known quantity. Means what, measurement is compared with the standard and it is giving result, that is readout. Okay, means इथे input signal is measured after giving and giving the output signal. Means measurement is measured in terms of certain quantity, and which is nothing but the measurement. Are you getting it everyone? Okay, so this is nothing but the measurement. Okay, so it is the definition, and we have practically also studied what is measurement. Understood? So this is nothing but the measurement. From next lecture we will start the what are the different generalized measurement system, what are the different types of measuring instruments, then what are the applications of the measurement system. So we will stop over here. Thank you.